and welcome to part 90. We're finally gonna start to see what's at the bottom of this mystery with Icana Canyon. Just what's going on in this place. You may notice here there are a bunch of Gibdos, and there seems to be an empty river leading into this cave, and a Gwei trying to attack me. I don't know how to pronounce their name. I'm pretty sure it's Gwei though. It's like G-U-A-Y. So here's the source of the river, with a bunch of random skulls. We're here to investigate why there's no water and why there's a giant dick in the ceiling. But that second mystery might have to wait for another episode. What business have you in Icana Kingdom, land where only the dead roam? Enjoy my voice acting. I know I do. Gotta dig that purple cape. It's kind of a cape anyway. This is no place for one as full of life as you. Or do you say that you wish to join the dead? That is fine. God, isn't this voice just appropriate? The great composer Sharp. Have we met any other great composers on our quest? Have they taught us any great songs? Well, I'm sure nothing important. Let's just do the Song of Healing, it usually works. And yep, seems to be working. Somehow my heart is eased, this melody has a serenity to it. To one of the dead in darkness like myself, a song has no meaning to me. Uh-oh, guess that didn't work after all. Surprise! So, if you remember, Sharp's brother Flat from Icana Graveyard taught us a little song. We're looking up your skirt. And then some kick-ass blur effects. And then water. And the river has returned to Icana Canyon. The land is saved, and we can go beat the final boss now. No, not really. The water in the river turns this water wheel, which causes this to happen. Whoever composed this little jingle deserves an award. That's how awesome it is. Don't you just love my little a cappella rendition of it? So anyway, apparently the parent and child who live in this building here that we were told about by Sakon, which is the thief down at the bottom of the cliff, have discovered a way to create, first of all, a music box powered by a water wheel, and second of all, one that plays music so corny it actually banishes the dead. And then they unlock their door, so we can go and talk to them, like civilized people. But first, we're gonna listen to the great composer Sharp reminisce. He just wanted to revive the royal family. Which is fair enough, I guess. You've broken the curse that was placed upon me. It is all thanks to you. We dead should not be lingering here in this land. It was all a trick of the masked one who had upset things, also known as the Skull Kid. If you truly do not fear the dead, and I truly don't, I wish for you to go to the temple in this land and sever the root of the evil curse that torments us. The root of the evil curse is, of course, the dungeon boss. To do that, long pause, I, the only one who knows the way into the temple, shall direct you to the king. The king is in the ruins of Icana Castle, awaiting the coming of the one who will break the curse. And that one, it will be me. I have made my final request. So basically, we have to go to Icana Castle to talk to the king so he can tell us how to get into the temple. And Icana Castle is the second dungeon of this area that I mentioned earlier, because it has its own boss and its own item, so it's pretty much like a whole other dungeon unto itself, even though the game doesn't strictly call it that. So anyway, here's a little girl, but we're gonna be nice, and we're not gonna run up to her face and swing our sword around and scare the crap out of her like we do with most NPCs. Instead, we'll do the nice thing and sneak behind her back and kill this thing as well. That's always nice. You gotta kill things. Her name is Pamela, by the way. I'm gonna throw on the stone mask, even though I'm pretty sure it has no effect. Just for safety reasons. So instead of scaring the little girl, we'll do the next best thing and break into her house. Nice. That's all I can say to that. Now, I know a parent and a child are supposed to live here, so a parent must be kicking around here somewhere. And is that just me, or was that a stereo system in the corner? Anyway. Where could the parent be? Whoa! There's the answer, I guess. He has, yellow eyes. This mummy looks different, sort of like he's waiting for his human heart to be healed. And, there's some inconsistent translation for you. Tattle calls him a mummy, even though he is a Gibdo. There are no mummies in Zelda, translators. How dare ye? See behind me? It's a stereo system. Reverse the video, look, there's a stereo system in the corner of this room. I'm sorry for making this dramatic moment into such a farce, but I swear to God, stereo system. So you can see a speaker behind the guy. There's a speaker there. It's a speaker. You can't argue with me. It's a speaker, alright? I'm sorry, I'm being really annoying. Don't her legs just her feet? Doesn't that design remind you of the cel-shaded Zelda? It looks a lot like, you know, like Wind Waker Link's feet, kind of. But anyway. The Gibdo mask. Yet the person who gave us the Gibdo mask was a mummy. That's some good translation.